driving I ever seen you do. Ain't that right, girls?
Race driving, boat riding, race driving.
Don't kiss my ass.
And welcome back to another episode of Down with the Browns.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down with the Browns, baby.
Yes,
and
sir.
Back the
Browns
pound,
After
baby.
Dark
Yes,
has
sir.
joined the show today. What is up, Browns After Dark boys? Cozy, Tony, and DF. What's up? How we doing? How we feeling tonight?
Feeling pretty confident about this Sunday. Thank you guys for inviting all of us on here. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, we're missing our Mr. HR manager, JC, on here. He was on here last week, so.
Yeah, I just want it to be known that Frog has no business driving that car. Absolutely unbelievable. The man can't show up for our podcast. He shows up halfway through and expects me to add him. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Hey guys, give us a quick plug of Browns After Dark. What time? Where can we find you? What time? I just really quickly want to hear that from you guys.
Cozy.
So Browns After Dark's every Thursday right now at 9 p.m. on Twitter Spaces. You can find us at Browns After Dark on Twitter. Also, we are going to start doing post-game reactions or post-game Browns After Dark, something on Sunday night. And the late night Browns After Dark is going to start coming back every single Monday, starting probably at like 11 p.m. until like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Those go late. Those go during
Dang.
Watson Watch. There was, I swear to you, there were spaces from like all hours of the day.
During Watson Watch, we did Browns After Dark for what, 3 straight weeks?
Yes.
No sleep.
Yeah. There was
I saw a space at like 3 a.m. I was like, how are people still talking?
There were spaces at all times.
There was a
of the
legit
day.
one day where we started a space and I called it Browns at 3 p.m. and I was up until like 3 a.m. still going at it. And I remember someone tweeting at me going, I left your space, went to bed, and now woke up to your space still going. How are you functioning? And
That's the Browns fan base, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was very greatly appreciated because we were all so anxious about hearing the news and everything, and now seeing how it all played out. I mean, thanks so much for the around the clock coverage. It was great. It was great. Just live interaction, making friends, and it was just a great place to talk Browns and have a good time. But first, I just want to shout out these wonderful shirts here. Homage, softest shirts.
Yes, sir.
In the world. NBA Jam. Oh, nice. Is that the NBA Jam shirt you got on, Matty G?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
nice.
for the new version of Magic and Bird in the NBA.
Oh,
Garland and Mobley. Just expanded my Cavs tickets today. I'm pretty happy about that.
Hey,
It's right that time. Let's get it. Actually, absolutely. Hop on Homage, get their merch. Fun. Absolutely.
Softest t-shirts in the land. Like I'm not even exaggerating that. Like, no, like seriously, like it feels like you're wearing a blanket all day long. It's super comfortable.
Very,
Yeah,
very
for
comfortable
sure.
stuff.
And the homage gear looks great, but it only looks good when you're repping the Browns or anything.
Let's go.
Cleveland.
Let's go.
And speaking of the Browns, we had a little news drop before the episode from a reporter in Cleveland named Mary Kay Cabot. And she dropped that Myles Garrett received a nice text from Baker Mayfield after he was traded to the Panthers, but decided not to respond. He said he appreciated the time we got to spend together, getting to know each other and growing together. Garrett told Cleveland.com in a one-on-one interview last week, I really didn't say anything. I didn't really have much to say, and I didn't know how to reply to it, so I didn't. So, how do you guys feel about this news coming from Myles Garrett 3 days before the game on Sunday?
I can go. Like what I was saying, like when I read this, the first thing that came to my mind is a scene from the movie Rudy, where the guy where the one captain, his name is Roland something, like it's the beginning of the scene when they start like laying the jerseys down on the desk. He's like, Coach, like I'm doing this for Rudy, yada yada yada, and the coach says like you're an All-American and a captain, act like it. When I saw that for Myles, my first thought was, Myles, you're a captain and an all-pro. Act like it. How hard is it to send a text that's like, thanks, man. I appreciate all the time we spent together. like good luck in Carolina and maybe send like a little joke about playing in week 1. It's not that hard. All you did was just create another headline, add fuel to the fire, and just make yourself look like the bad guy. And as Miles, who right now is the face of the franchise, he's the face of the franchise and the leader of the defense. I think it's just a horrible look, and I guess I expect more from Miles. It's as simple as that.
Cozy, go ahead. You can go ahead, and then Tony, then DF, and then I'll go.
I think it's a non-story, to be honest with you. I don't really look too much into it. That's his competition. That's how I kind of look at it. Like, guess what? I'm out here trying to do a job. I'm focused on the Browns, and I think that's how he looked at it. So I don't think it's much of a story. I think we're grabbing at headlines here. Mary Kay's kind of going above and beyond to make a story out of this, and I don't think it's much of a story.
What do you think, Tony?
Tony?
Tony's internet strikes again.
On that Cricket Wireless.
He's got that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
The McDonald's
Crazy, you know, I put it on the field, and yeah, my Wi-Fi is terrible, right? No, if Baker wants to take that to heart, that's on him.
All right, I think we're
Yeah,
gonna do
Baker
a
wants to
little
take
ad
that to heart, that's on him. It's a not an issue to me.
Hey,
non-issue. Go ahead, DF.
Alrighty, well, glad we got the 3 words out of Tony. Speaking of three, let me tell you something about 3. 3 is the minimum sacks Myles Garrett is going to have Sunday because he is going to absolutely destroy Baker Mayfield. And all respect to Matty G, I couldn't disagree with you more. I really couldn't care less about Myles Garrett not responding because at the same time, we don't know what was said. Just because he didn't respond to the text doesn't mean it wasn't a text saying, "Hey, I can't wait to beat you." Like, you don't know. And I'm not saying Baker would do that, but let's be honest, as Browns fans, we know who Baker Reagan Mayfield is, Mr. Boulder Shoulder. Who knows? Like, he could have been talking smack. He could have been trying to get a reaction out of Myles, and Myles said, "You know what? No, I'm not going to give it to you." So I don't feel strongly about this at all. I do agree with Cozy in a sense, saying that it is kind of a non-story. Respect Mary Kay, but I think this is one of those pre-game things that as a reporter, you're trying to kind of hitch your wagon to and see how far it can take you. Personally, it does not bother me at all. And I think Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney and the rest of that crew on defense, I think they're going to have a day Sunday.
Heck yeah.
I think what bothers me is not that he didn't text back. The texting back and forth being left on red, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. But you know what I have a problem with? I have a problem with telling people that you did not text back. Why on earth are you telling people?
You got to think of who the reporter is, too. She probably asked if he got a text from Baker post the trade.
But you just deny. You're not required to respond.
Well,
you don't have to answer the question, KFC.
Well, there's other stuff that came out today, too. Apparently,
look, if my mom asked me if I've cleaned my room and I haven't cleaned my room, I'm not going to be like, "Yes, mother, I haven't cleaned my room." You just don't answer it. You get away from it. That's what Miles does.
But like, it came out, too, along with that statement that the defense and other players on the Browns were not happy with Baker when the whole incident with Mason Rudolph happened on Thursday Night Football. That he went out and said it's unacceptable, and they didn't think that was right of him to go against his teammate pretty much.
Yeah, right away, too. He didn't even wait to see,
True. Wait, I kind of have a question for, like, paint this picture. DF, Tony, Cozy, you can answer, or Matty, whatever, I don't care. Paint this picture. To Christian's point, I don't know if this is what you're saying, but if a reporter came up to you and kind of asked that follow-up question, "Oh, you got a text from Baker Mayfield, kind of saying, 'Hey, I'm leaving, I'm trading, it was great playing with you.' What did you say back?" I get from Christian's perspective, it's kind of hard to say, because if you didn't say anything, clearly he left him on red. If you didn't say anything, what do you say? So if you had a reporter, in your face, do you tell the truth like that, or what would you guys say, or kind of would you say, like, what's happening right now? But it kind of blew up. What would you say?
Oh man, Cozy,
just
you want to
won't
go
say anything.
first?
You wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, just don't say
Yeah.
anything. You don't have to. I mean, why would you try and add like to me, like I just don't get why you would, because I think not only is it just bad in general, but let's also consider the source. Baker Mayfield is fueled by this type of stuff. Like he is like, I'm sure everyone in the Panthers organization has heard about this like 4 or 5 times by now. Like, I just don't get why you, and then go into the media. Like, I just don't get why you'd start that back and forth now when you already have this
huge thing.
This huge, like, kind of this week 1 game is being treated. It feels like it's a playoff game. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, I think that everyone can agree in this podcast right now, if the Browns lose on Sunday, it's going to feel like they lost 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
This will be one of the toughest losses we've had as fans, to think about what Twitter's going to be like, what the media is going to be like, just everything. I don't get why Miles would add to that.
Because I saw you make a face there. Do you agree about the loss, the magnitude of what a loss would do?
I'm just envisioning it if Baker gets the ball with under 2 minutes left and drives the team down the field and they win the game in under 2 minutes and he finally does it. What the fans' backlash on our organization is going to be.
The calls
after dark.
The calls at like 92 and 850 will get are going to be unbearable.
The Haslams are going to get so much pushback because they traded for this guy that they said could not do a last 2-minute drive. Barry's going to get pushed back. Stefanski is going to be looked at as like, okay, what are you doing here? And honestly, to me, it kind of goes down to what kind of defense are we going to play in that 2-minute drive? I actually don't think it's down to that, but we'll get to that later. But I'm just thinking in my head, if we lose this game on Sunday and we do it in like Browns fashion where we're up like 17-13 with like a minute 45 left and Baker takes them down the field and throws a touchdown pass with like 25 seconds left in the game. And we're just going to be sitting there going, where was this for the past 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Where was this all the time? You never could complete a drive when it mattered. You always threw a pick. You always took a sack. You always fumbled. You always did this and that. And now you put it all together against us. And now we're also going to look at like, okay, so you just gave up 3 first-round picks because you said this guy couldn't do it. Maybe it's not he's the problem. Maybe it's always us that's the problem. And it's always been like that. Always been like that. So, like, that's, like, my main concern, and Maddie hit it right on the head there. Like, it's going to feel like 5 losses. If that happens, it's going to feel like 10 losses. Like, we're going to look at that and just go, oh, we're so screwed.
We're gonna touch back on this, but I kind of wanted to get really quickly DF's and Tony's answers on that. But Christian, go ahead.
I was just gonna do a little ad read. So our boy Brandon here, he said he got an ad break. You know, you don't have those if you're a subscriber to this great network we're on, Network 216. So if you drop a little sub right there, you won't have any ads. If you've actually got Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub.
Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the network. You need Amazon Prime to watch TNF. Thursday Night Football coming up starting next week. Why not get
tonight?
Why not get your other Cleveland sports content off of your Amazon Prime subscription? It's
all right there, bud.
No, although that is actually true. Sorry, like hiccup a little bit there, Matty.
He was chugging that Pepsi earlier.
Yeah, that's that. It's that Pepsi. I don't know why you're chugging Pepsi.
Now, it was,
oh my gosh!
It's Propel. It's Propel.
What are you, Christian? What are you drinking,
bro? This is cucumber Gatorade.
This
is the worst stuff on planet Earth.
I thought it was juice?
Yeah, it's
what's in your right
cucumber. I can't even pronounce that word. Lemon, something lemon.
Lemon.
Christian, why are you drinking cucumber flavored Gatorade?
I bought it by accident, bro. I thought it was like a lime.
Hey, my mom did that to me once. I had a baseball game, and I was like, hey, can you get me some Gatorade? She brought me that. I was like, I'm just going to dehydrate and die on the field because I'm not drinking
Why are you pouring orange juice into your Gatorade?
This is for Tony.
See, I am very entertained by this because I actually tried his mayo and coffee, and it checked out. It was excellent.
I told you.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Are you saying to me that mayo and coffee is actually good? A
Yes.
second person to confirm this.
Yes.
What does mayo do to your coffee that adds?
It's fine. Like I normally drink like black coffee, but I added the mayo and it was fine. It was actually pretty good.
I can't. Matty G is literally is my spirit animal right now. I can't.
Again, you got to remember, Cozy can drink anything. He has no liver, so
That's
Kind of.
what. That's what. Yeah.
So
We have
people have said yes.
I don't know. Tony, save us. I can't. So we're gonna slowly
He
move
is
along.
chugging it.
Why are you chugging it?
Jesus Christ.
I
You
think
gotta
it's the
hydrate
wrong.
quickly.
You
It's
got the
better to
wrong
get the-
podcast, bud.
If
That is the chug.
if it tastes bad and poorly, you might as well chug it down and get it over with.
Now that is true. That is very.
True.
That is
That's true.
scientifically. that's
I'm
true.
gonna be honest. It went like orange juice for most of it, and then I started tasting cucumber toward the end.
I don't. Yeah, no. Don't at me. Orange juice is terrible.
That's disgusting.
Oh.
That's disgusting. That's
But
disgusting.
seriously, mayo and coffee, I would recommend it.
Maybe one of these days when I'm up in Cleveland week 3, maybe I'll try a little bit.
Cozy,
I'll
you
say
got you a
Cozy's my
shout out.
soulmate. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to slowly transition into just an overview of the NFL this week. Obviously, Allison, why is Christian always drinking something disgusting? That is very true. I actually don't know the answer.
Christian
to that
needs to be on Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, yes. If they're even making Fear Factor anymore,
No.
but if
Kentucky
they
Fried
were,
Edition,
let's go
baby.
back in time.
I'll
and
get
give
in
it to
touch with
Christian.
Rogan.
We'll get this bad boy crack-a-lacking.
We want to go over just game by game really quickly, leading up to the Browns and Panthers, and then we're going to give some reactions on that, and then we'll give some a little bit of reactions on the Buffalo game tonight against the Los Angeles Rams. But I kind of wanted to get your guys' overview, just some quick thoughts moving into each game, and I really want to let's start it off for a division game. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati at 1 p.m. What are some of the thoughts that are going down about this game? I know we'll have a lot of thoughts about it. Mitch Trubisky is going to be starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you expect out of Jamar Chase and those boys? So take it away, DF. Let's start with you. What are you expecting?
Yeah, I'm expecting Cincy to win this game. I don't know, something about the Steelers DBs just don't sit right with me. Obviously we know their front is crazy, and they added Miles Jack, which makes me so mad because for a long time I wanted us to go out and get Miles Jack.
Yep.
And of course he ends up in Pittsburgh. I mean, of course. But again, I think Cincy's going to win this game. I think they're going to attack downfield. We'll see. I know a lot of people are probably going to hope that Joe Mixon, for all the fantasy owners out there, probably hope that he has a big game. I just don't see it. I think the Bengals are just going to get it done through the air. Mitch Trubisky, again, not that Mitch is a terrible quarterback, because I think he is a starting quarterback on a bad team, which is what he's been his entire career. You could say that about Baker Mayfield as well, but I don't know.
Mitch has made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but I think in Pittsburgh with Matt Canada's offense, I think Mitch will be better. My question is more so, how much are they going to rely on Najee Harris? Because I think they're going to give him a big workload. And I'm not sold really on the Steelers receivers. I think there's a lot of ego in that locker room, a lot of talent. Don't get me wrong. George Pickens is very talented. I would have loved to have had him in Cleveland. How long is it going to take him to get going? You know what I'm saying? Deontay Johnson got hurt in the preseason. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm more comfortable taking Cincinnati in that game, and I think they get it done through the air.
Tony, how we feeling? Cincinnati, Pittsburgh.
Is Tony even here?
Tony might
If
be
you
in the
can
middle.
actually hear me.
He's in line.
Yeah,
I love Tony. As long as we have good
Bengals
presence.
by
Tony's internet is about as good as JC's takes.
Yeah.
Oh!
JC, I know you
I'm
heard
so
that.
glad that
Hold on.
JC
JC, I
finally
know
here.
you heard
Our
that.
HR manager has finally made it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, JC.
wow.
No.
All right, can y'all hear me a little bit better now?
Yeah,
we hear you,
absolutely.
brother.
Actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Now he doesn't talk.
Okay,
No.
Bengals by like 3 touchdowns. I don't think this game is going to be closer.
that's all. That's the highlighted information that we needed to hear.
You guys want to hear a hot take about this game?
Go ahead, Christian.
I think it's going to come down to a field goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last
I
second
think
field goal.
I like Pittsburgh by a touchdown.
I have a hot take, and Matty G kind of took mine. I have Pittsburgh winning this game in an upset.
I
Just
see
an
it
absolute
too.
shocker. I'm telling you,
And
Cincinnati is so cocky right now. They
They
think
are.
they run the AFC. They think they run the AFC North. You heard it from Joe Burrow. You heard it. If you play back against us, we're going to run the ball with Mixon. If you come up and play man against us, good luck. There is revenge all over this game too, because Pittsburgh got embarrassed not once but twice last year.
Twice.
And they stuck it to them the second time. They were throwing bombs up 34-3 against them and blitzing and doing all this stuff to just try and rub it in, because it had been a long time since Cincinnati handled Pittsburgh. And I got news for you. Mike Tomlin doesn't forget that.
No.
And
I don't.
I hate the Steelers. I hate them. But Mike Tomlin doesn't forget. Just like he didn't forget that we beat him in the playoffs last year, and he made it a
Swept
point to beat us.
Swept us.
I know.
I have Cincinnati winning this ball game, but honestly, I wouldn't mind if Pittsburgh won. Honestly, because I think we could beat Pittsburgh. I'm gonna.
Well,
keep
how much easier would your life be if Pittsburgh won, Manny? Let's be honest here.
much easier, please. So Pittsburgh. The game's on at the same time as our game, so we can watch it in separate rooms. But so yeah, we'll move on to another game and just highlight that as well. Let's move on to another game that's pretty close to our hearts as well. We'll be watching closely. Baltimore Ravens versus the New York Jets at 1 p.m. So, there's going to be no Zach Wilson for the New York Jets. Obviously, you're going to have Joe Flacco going against his former team in the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco revenge game? Question mark. So let's. Obviously it's kind of laughable at first glance, but does anyone have any spicy hot takes on this one potentially?
It's not going to be close.
I got one.
It's just not going to be close. That's all I got to say. The new look Ravens offense, you're going to see how effective running the football is.
It's not going to be close.
I've got a very hot take.
Go ahead.
Jets keep this close.
Jeff says Jets. That's what Jeff said. So
all you buck nuts are gonna love this one. I think Garrett Wilson goes off for like 160 yards.
Oh,
No.
With Flacco,
with Flacco,
He's gonna go
Yeah,
off.
I got Breece Hall on my.
Now
fantasy
listen,
team.
man, because the Ravens are gonna win handily. You can't run the ball when they're up. You pass it. You get garbage time yards.
True.
Garrett Wilson's gonna go off. He's gonna get that big game under his belt.
I think we're going to see how bad the Ravens offense really is with no wide receivers.
I like it.
And I think the Jets win a squeaker like 17-13.
I mean, I can see it. Like, I can see it. Like, first off, Jeff, I'm not a Michigan fan. I've just always thought Garrett Wilson is overrated as hell.
Oh my god! What is wrong with you?
Garrett
Here
Wilson,
we go.
No.
Matty G.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's that good.
Hold
I
on,
just
Matty G.
don't.
Hold on. I need to know this from you, and this is going to determine what my opinion is of you for a long time. Was Drake London your favorite receiver in that class?
What do you say?
Was Drake London your favorite receiver in that class?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
My
okay,
favorite,
yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite receiver in the class, talent-wise, was Pickens.
Pickens, George Pickens.
Wandale Robinson.
DF,
My
DF,
top three, my
Who
top
was your
three
second?
receivers in that class were
second.
my top three receivers in that class were Pickens, Olave, and then Jahan Dotson.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I can't be terribly mad at you.
I have to delete some tweets about Drake London if if I'm not supposed to like him, so I'm gonna delete some tweets right now.
Yeah, I need to too.
I'm
yeah,
just
Matty
saying.
G's the worst. Thank you so much, Zach. But it
I'll
sounds
also go on the record of saying that I think Jameson Williams is going to be a massive bust.
Oh my god!
really in Detroit with
I
Jared
do.
Goff. Really?
I think you might need to change your name. I don't.
Yeah,
I
Matty G.
I don't-
Well, he does say hot takes. I mean, that's a pretty hot take.
Let's just
I
say
don't think-
dumpster fires get hot too.
I don't like. I just don't like. If you look at it, like like at Alabama, like their playbook was just basically he ran behind the defense, he was faster than everybody and scored. That's not going to be the case in the NFL. They're going to have safety help on him with corners who can cover him. I just don't think he's a third or fourth round receiver, but I think that honestly, I think he's going to be a
third or fourth round. What did you just say?
I think he's going to be a rich man's McCole Hardman. Or like a rich
That's nasty behavior I'm hearing right now.
No
Damn,
way.
DJ Shark,
Bro,
and
this
Amon-Ra Brown,
kid
I think
ate
listen,
in the SEC.
This is insane, Matty G. But hey, I love it.
I mean,
Matty G,
Jameson
Matty
Williams
G.
really isn't an SEC player, KFC.
That is
I mean,
true.
he's a
That is
Buckeye
true.
originally,
He's
so.
Big Ten. He's Big Ten. He's
Yeah,
Big
but he did more with Bama. He got farther.
Hey, he was developed here.
He was
He was
developed
receiver
here.
like
But he
6,
shined.
which tells you how good Garrett Wilson is. The fact that he couldn't get on the field.
Yeah.
So are we all in agreement that the Jets are going to win this game?
Go Jets. Jets.
No. DF says that the Ravens are going to just absolutely dominate.
Dominate. I hope the Jets. I feel like we hope the Jets will win this game, but we kind of know the Baltimore might.
I just don't think the Ravens are going to have a great offense. I think everyone's kind of figured them out.
Especially with Lamar sitting out because of his contract. Not
The
kidding.
key for that one is Bateman.
They won't have Lamar. They'll be having Tyler Huntley under center. So
Is it in New Jersey or New York or is it in Baltimore?
It's in New Jersey.
it's in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not even going to say New York. Don't give that to them. East Rutherford. That's where they're at. My next highlight game that I kind of want to go over with you guys: the Las Vegas Raiders and Derek Carr. Devontae Adams is going to be going up against Los Angeles Chargers at Los Angeles Chargers, SoFi Stadium at 4:25 p.m. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, and those boys. Obviously, we know a lot about the Chargers because of that gigantic game. We scored 40-plus points with no turnovers last year and still lost. First team in the NFL history to do that, but I'm not bitter or anything. Guys, how do you feel about this game moving forward? Obviously, this has some potential huge implications already because of that division being so stacked. What's the connection like? We'll go Cozy. Go ahead, Cozy.
Okay. I think the Chargers are the best team in the AFC West. I think they win the AFC West. I think they act out, although I think it's kind of like definitely a grinded out division.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually think that they win that AFC West with a record of like 10-7. I think it's going to be very tight, but I think they actually go like 4-2 against the AFC West. So I have them winning this game, and I think their 2 losses, they're going to beat Kansas City twice. I think their 2 losses are going to be on the road at Vegas and at Denver. But they're going to win every other game in that division, and it's going to be a tiebreaker winning division, and they're going to hold the tiebreaker because of the division record, in my opinion.
Tony, really quick, you want to throw your
Hold up. I've got a big announcement before we let him go.
Go ahead.
There has actually been another guest added to this.
A new guest.
Oh,
A new
Added.
one.
For Pack the Pound.
For Pack
I made time. Listen. I
So you could be
talking-
on this podcast, but you can't be on ours.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you exactly what
see
happened.
how it
I'm talking to the guys. They say, "Hey, ask to be on. We'll have the whole squad." I said, "No, it's full. It's cool. I was on last week. I'll let you guys come on. Have your time. It's all good." I jump in, give some words of encouragement, and what do I hear? Slander immediately. Immediate slander. And
Good. You deserve it.
So let's just. It's fine. I'll be here. It's fine. It's fine. So
Please stay relaxed.
Tony, I'm all good.
There won't
Actually,
be any
he's here for
slander
show,
when you're
apparently.
here.
He's
Yeah,
just
I was
here
gonna
for
say
show.
with Tony's internet, you might be needed because
Apparently needed.
He's gonna laugh so late. Watch him.
Returning guest 2 weeks in a row. I love it. Love being a regular. It's great.
Well, this is the longest streak we've had for a guest.
He
Yeah, it really is. 2 times in a row. Yeah.
unbelievable.
That's right. And I brought a light this time.
So JC, just in time. Really quickly, I want to have this quick discussion. Waffles or pancakes as we interrupt this really quickly, because it seems like waffles are just, I really want a pancake kind of.
Did they answer? I
Choose
answered
this.
last week. I think it's clear.
Choose
Did
this
they-
wisely.
Yes. Oh, this is for your other Browns After Dark, your other bad boys in here. Choose wisely.
Because you're going to get removed and unfollowed.
No,
And never invited
like
back.
pancakes just so you can leave. Go ahead, Cozy. What, pancakes or waffles?
Oh, it's waffles, hands
Oh.
down.
Okay, go.
It's
Perfect.
waffles,
Okay.
hands down. This is easy, simple.
DF, it looks like you're preparing to say pancakes and make me melt in my seat, but choose wisely.
No,
The world's watching.
listen. JC
Look at his
knows.
face.
JC knows my opinion. Breakfast is mid. I'm not a big breakfast guy,
Oh, wait.
Absolutely
But-
terrible
Who said you had
But-
to have them for breakfast?
Yeah.
but it's not even close. I mean,
Okay.
it's listen. Pancakes are the Drake London of food. Like you take your Garrett Wilson, you take your waffles. Like that's just what it is.
This one is.
Neither
got a
touch,
man,
neither
yeah.
touch biscuits and gravy.
Why? What did I do?
Biscuits and gravy. Give me the meat.
He said
Saying
breakfast
that
is mid.
Breakfast was mid. Breakfast is definitely not mid.
Tony-
There's
Did
Tony-
Tony just leave?
He said
Yeah.
he told me he'll be back. He's
Okay.
He's got some
Uh,
problems.
No.
So let's while we have some time left, because we want to make sure we finish up, because obviously there's some Thursday night football on tonight with Buffalo and the Rams. But so let's talk about and highlight, before we highlight that game, let's highlight this Browns versus Panthers game, because obviously there's a lot of hype around it. Obviously there's some serious implications that the media would like to place on this game that may or may not be actually there. But again, who has more pressure is kind of the question that I want to ask you guys, because that's kind of an opinionated question, because I think most of us believe that truly the Browns might win this game. Not to say that the Panthers are bad, but we might agree that the Browns are going to win this game. But if you have a different opinion, please say so. But who's under more pressure, the Browns or Baker Mayfield in this situation? Go ahead,
Browns.
DF.
Oh, my bad.
It's absolutely Baker Mayfield. It's
It's-
to me it's clear, because Baker, you got to look at his entire story, right? Let's go back. College, Texas Tech, leaves, goes to Oklahoma, and then it's been all about like, oh, got to beat Texas Tech, got to prove everybody wrong.
Beat 'em
Gets
twice by
drafted number one overall by the Browns. It starts off great, and then a bad second year, and then all right, good third year, and then fourth year. Oh, what happened? Like for Baker, you have got to go out and win. Like that chip on your shoulder that we all talk about, that is what this game is. And that's why the loss would hurt. You got to get it done if you're Baker. So again, if the Browns win, it's like you just said, Manny, they're expected to win. They're the better team. Doesn't matter who's under quarterback. The Cleveland Browns are better roster wise than the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
But if you're Baker, prove everybody wrong. You should have kept me. Like that's what it's all about to me. That's why I think it's Baker.
Just remember, it's not a chip on his shoulder; it's a boulder on his shoulder.
It's a boulder on his shoulder.
Oh,
Go ahead,
boulder.
Cozy. Who do you think, who's the pressure on? Who has more pressure?
It's the Browns. We can't lose this game. If you lose this game, the whole season is going to be affected if we lose this game.
Mhm.
I hate to say it. You lose this game, you lose confidence. You actually lose the fan base if you lose this game. You absolutely have to win, because if you lose this game, coming into the Jets game, home opener, either you win this game, we're 1-0, home opener, everyone's excited. First week one win since 2004 with Jeff Garcia at quarterback. But if you lose, you're coming home at 0-1, and you're telling your fan base, we're going to throw Jacoby Brissett out there for 10 more games. We have no first-round draft picks for the next 2 years, and you traded away the guy who just beat us.
Right.
Hey, let me throw something on real quick. As far as the pressure, you talk about the pressure on the Browns. To me, I understand that, but I'm looking at it more so if the pressure's on the Browns. Let me put it like this. If the Browns lose Sunday, there's one reason, and there's one man to blame. And I will tell you already, it will be Joe Woods. There's no excuse why you should lose to Baker Mayfield. You've seen him for how long?
4 years. 4 years.
Yeah. You know his tendencies. Like,
Yep.
take any of us who are on the screen right now and put us at DC. What do we know? Blitz Baker. Get him on the run. Close the pocket. He'll panic.
He can't see over it. Yep.
I
Keep him in
mean,
that
it's
pocket.
simple
He wants to
stuff.
roll out. Yep.
Just blitz him. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL against the blitz, like almost ever. Just blitz him. That's something that Joe Woods doesn't do, though. I've never seen
blitz. We
Yeah.
never blitz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe Woods is a horrible defensive coordinator. He should have been fired midway through the 2020 season, but that's a different.
He made up for it the back half of last season, though. That's because I was calling for his job. I was calling for his
that
job.
Raiders game, though, Manny. That last drive against the Raiders was
already. Gee, that was the
Okay,
COVID game.
hold on.
Should have won.
Was there.
No. Don't blame him because Denzel Ward didn't tackle someone inbounds.
Thank you, Thank you.
Don't blame him.
Thank
That's
you.
not
Yes,
his fault.
That's a great
He was
point.
right there.
Come on.
And look,
The
I love
Denzel word slander.
I love Denzel. There's no
It's
slander
unreal.
for Denzel.
Unbelievable.
Cozy hates
HR is
everybody.
intervening. Tony, give us your quick thoughts really quick, and then we'll go over Buffalo and LA to close it out.
Hopefully, you guys can hear me better, and I'm not a million
You're
years.
frozen, but we can hear you.
Okay. Well, I think the pressure's on the Browns, like Cozy said. They have to win. A lot of your fan base is going to give up on you if they lose this game.
Holy shit, you agreed with me.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, that's actually monumental. That is a perfect place to segue because we got to keep it that way.
Yeah, no. The only thing I'll end it with, Manny, is here. Basically, I think the Browns have to win this game for one reason, and I saw this tweet. I know the guy who tweeted it isn't the most popular, but I thought it was very smart. This Sunday is the Baker Bros versus the Spaces squad. It's two sections of the fan base completely that look at the team differently. Like, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, if you look at it, it's the truth. And
Well,
like,
if that's the case, Browns by 21. Because if it goes anything like that's been going,
this
We
team
need that.
loses on if they lose on Sunday, like
the Baker Bros. Oh my goodness,
they're gonna lose. Like they're gonna lose so many. Like I don't know if you guys saw ESPN Cleveland put out a poll today with 12,000 votes. 39% of those votes said they were rooting for Baker on Sunday.
yes, that's a large
It's
percentage.
crazy.
Okay, hold on.
Let's be real.
Hold on.
Let's be real.
Hold
The
on.
Boomer Sooners definitely.
Sooners, yeah, they have
definitely
to.
But
got
there's
all that.
some.
They
Let's,
voted.
They're
let's
still
say,
there.
okay, KFC. Let's say that let's say 50% of those votes are still, or let's say 30% of that 39% are Boomer Sooner. That's still like 3,000 people.
Yeah, but
That's a
how
lot
many,
of
how
people.
many Browns fans retweeted that, and Steelers fans and other fan
Oh,
bases?
true.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
True.
You're
That's
right.
what I was gonna say.
1 in 30. Yeah, 1 in 30 is probably really.
Well,
gonna be-
they've got it set up on Twitter. Like anytime anything about Baker Mayfield gets tweeted, it just automatically goes to their phone.
Mm.
Just anywhere, any platform, anything
It's
about
the
Baker
opposite of
Mayfield.
muting a word. It's like
Yeah.
getting a
It's
notification.
Yeah.
I want
Get a
this word at the
notification.
forefront.
Someone tweeted about Baker Mayfield.
Look,
Yeah, it
My
just
last
automatically
thing on
goes
that-
to this whole state of Oklahoma, the
I
entire
think-
state.
I get what Cozy's saying.
Baker is
but
Jesus in Oklahoma.
Yes.
I don't know why they love that man, but
Yeah,
I
they
see
love him at
Jesus in
SeaWorld.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't make him a good statue, but they definitely.
They love him.
Manny solid. Manny solid.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's a
Look,
story for another day.
we don't have the most pressure. It's absolutely him. I get what Cozy's saying, but the thing is, if we lose this game, it's going to affect us for a week, really, really bad and really annoying nationally. But for him, this is his entire personality. Like this game right here is what his entire career since he went to Texas Tech. Didn't like not Link Riley there, but didn't like Cliff Kingsbury. Went there, had to be. I mean, this is just his entire personality. The pressure is completely on him. Per usual, Derek mid take, but he was more right than the other two. So
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
You copied basically
I like
word
how
for word
the
what I
calm
said, but
mid
thank
take.
you.
Wow.
Per usual, it was what I said, but a little worse. Just what I was.
Okay.
Brandon, thank you so much. The jacket is fire. Got it from clevelandbrowns.com, official site. So anyway, so let's just highlight.
He hops on out of here.
Oh, no,
Hops on out of here.
he came in
Hops on out of here.
just to make sure everything was okay, and then dipped
Hey, I
out.
just want it to be known. JC did steal frogs from the Columbus Zoo. I just want that publicly known.
It is here confirmed. Browns
It is
after dark
confirmed.
on
Yes,
down with the Browns.
Yeah,
Network
well,
2 and 6. JC has stolen frogs.
Yes.
So as we wrap up the show here, we're just going to talk about Buffalo and LA. What do you guys expect? Kind of give us some final scores really quick. I mean, obviously, do we want the Buffalo Bills to lose so that we get some more losses in the AFC, or is it just we hate the Super Bowl champs?
I think the Bills win handily, easily tonight. Pretty easy.
Give me a score. Give me a score, Cozy. Give me a score.
31 to like 16.
Okay. Tony, what's up?
I got Diggs on my fantasy team, so I'm hoping Buffalo does well. But
Stephon Diggs.
Personal bias, Tony.
oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think the Rams win it by a field goal.
Wow.
I got Bills 41 to 38. Think you're gonna see a lot of firepower tonight.
Wow.
Yup.
Week 1 firepower.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, DF.
Oh, I was trying to think. I don't know. I like Buffalo. I think they're gonna win.
You actually do that?
Shut up, Cozy. You can hear me speaking from my house to yours, so I don't want to hear it.
Cozy, Derek's the king of thinking.
We're gonna have a WWE brawl on here in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tony, I do have your address. So
hey, once you at WrestleMania,
Derek's over there thinking in Columbus.
What do you? Ooh, no way. What do you got for us? What do you got, DF?
I hate you, Tony. I think the Bills are gonna win. I don't know. Here's my thing, and let's be real about it. Matthew Stafford, as somebody who's coming off of I have a shoulder injury. I had one. Stafford has an elbow injury. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that your strength is really my biggest thing here, right? Mm-hmm. It's not the fact that he can't throw. It's just going to be, all right, how are those little muscle memory tendencies going to be for him? And I think early on in the season, he might struggle a bit. That doesn't mean he's going to suck. But when you're matching up with a team like Buffalo, I got Buffalo winning. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have Buffalo winning by a micro amount, but I think that you're going to see Buffalo probably win by 10 points, 10 points or more. That's what I would have.
I can see that too. I like the Bills a lot tonight. I like the Bills a lot.
I have
Tony, hold in that laugh, pal.
What you get? I want the Rams to win. I think Buffalo is going to win. But so I'm just going to say that the Rams win 27-17 over the Bills.
So I got the Rams winning 45-42.
Wow.
And there's going to be a defensive touchdown on both sides.
Where did you get the defensive touchdown from? Is that just the hot take? Is that your Matty G hot take imitation?
Well, I mean, you got Jalen Ramsey.
Von Miller's playing his old team.
Von Miller. I mean, there's not defensive
talent.
Storyline no one talks about.
I can see this game being like the Rams-Chiefs game of 2018.
Oh, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of good defensive talent out there. Like, I think there's going to be a touchdown for both teams, like defensively.
And then a ton of other points.
Yeah, a bunch.
I want to see how Allen Robinson does outside of Chicago.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting to get some talk.
Allen Robinson's a big breakout candidate for me this year. I could see him having the year that Cup did last year.
And, speaking of fantasy, Manny, Q.
Absolutely. We have Underdog Fantasy, one of our lovely sponsors. I want to tell you guys about the easiest way to get some action in on the NFL, and it's Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just pick over or under your favorite or least favorite player stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in a single night. Underdog keeps it super simple with their easy-to-use website and mobile apps. Pick between 2 and 5 players to fill out your pick'em slip, get every pick right, and take home some cold, hard cash. Make sure that you use Network 216, the code 216, and get your first deposit doubled up to $100 by Underdog. That is Underdog Fantasy and their pickup game. Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic show. Browns After Dark. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. Make sure you listen to their spaces. Do you guys have a space tonight?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Let's go. That's going to be
Eric
awesome.
will be running it.
Well, that's news to me. I didn't know.
Well, you're the one with the reliable Wi-Fi, so.
Well, we know Tony doesn't, but
Yeah, don't make sure.
And JC just makes an appearance. He hops in and hops out all the time. That's why he's HR manager. He just has to make sure everything's in order.
And
Cozy, you
speaking
must
of,
have like a
go ahead,
queen
Tony.
2 or something.
No, I think I'm just going to be chilling out in the space tonight.
I think Cozy's mourning the death of the Queen. That's
Ladies
and gentlemen.
Speaking of BAD, we do have a podcast that is a recorded official. It is on my channel. Do not do what that comment just said. In fact,
Not follow _JK.
Block that account.
Username.
But yeah, so the BAD podcast will be up shortly. So we do have past episodes. We got another one coming out either tonight or tomorrow. It's going to take me a long time to edit, but it was a good one. That means good things happen. So, but yeah.
Yes, please listen in. Please listen in. This is a fantastic show, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on.
And thank you guys.
Whoa, we do not hop about anything.
Yeah, we don't
This
hop
is
nothing.
bad.
Whoa.
No,
Thanks for
no
getting
better
down
dogs.
with the Browns. How
There
about
we go.
that?
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
And
Absolutely, guys. Anytime.
yes, sir. And go
Hey, we'll
Browns.
see everybody at Platform on Sunday.
Oh yeah, platform. You guys got to be there at wherever that's at, man.
KFC and I will be there. I heard the Buffalo herd might be going over and grazing by the platform. Manny have you worked on your teleportation device yet in the lab to get over to platform?
No, I have not, but I'm sure that it'll be there for potentially week 1 in Carolina. So I'm going to teleport over there and boo Baker while he's at work.
Yeah. But Manny Maxwell will be making an appearance in Cleveland soon.
Week 3, I'll be there.
Week 3.
Yeah, week
And so will KFC.
We'll be there section 4, 5, 5, 40,
Whatever that number is. But yeah, go Browns.
Go Browns, baby. Go Browns.
Browns.